Desiree with theastrologyaddiction.com, and thank you again for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Chiron, and we all know Chiron as the wounded healer. If you're new to astrology, Chiron is an asteroid and it is known as the wounded healer basically. Chiron is a point in our chart where it can show a wound that we have, or a place that we are more sensitive, or kind of something from childhood potentially. And I'm going to talk about Chiron through the water signs today. So Chiron in Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces. Now this isn't a natal chart, but you can also use these interpretations to kind of translate into other types of astrological charts as well. So number one is Cancer. Cancer is the first water sign in the cycle of the zodiac, and Cancer is the crab. Cancer is also the sign of the mother. Now, if you have your Chiron in Cancer, it means that you have a wound regarding your mother, how you were mothered, or even the father figure. Your father could have been absent and your mother could have raised you alone. That is something I see quite often. It can be maybe that you had an overbearing mother, controlling mother, someone, even just a close relationship with your mother, and again, no relationship with the father. It really shows that you kind of have an issue with intimacy and an issue with being close and in, very personal relationships with people. You're not very easily emotional. If you have your Chiron in Cancer, you have difficult time making those emotional connections and getting to the depths of connection with other people at times. So, this is something in your chart that you can definitely work on, and allowing people, letting go of that control is number one, I think. If you look at the crab, they have the sharp claws that just hold on tight. Now, a Cancer, someone with a Chiron in Cancer definitely needs to learn to let go, loosen up, relax, make the connections with people and not be scared of getting hurt. What are the consequences? Not be scared of being themselves, being the true them, and letting people in. Now, Chiron in Scorpio, this can show that potentially you have a wound from, maybe childhood or a past life of abuse. It can maybe show that someone in your life was very controlling, manipulative, that you've had someone with a very overbearing power just on your person, and it can really cause some psychological trauma potentially. This is something that would be really great to go into those psychological counselors, see if you have some type of trauma that you need to work out. Really dig and dive deep. Chiron in Scorpio is something that is more hidden. It can be more psychological if it's not readily on the surface, like an abusive person or a sexual abuse, physical abuse. It can be something that takes you a little bit longer to click and say, oh wait, that incident that I didn't think was traumatic actually was very traumatic. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. You're going to be someone who can, once you get past, this wound, whatever it is, you're going to be able to heal other people in that same area. So you can be a great psychological counselor, or someone who can help other people with the same type of issues that you've struggled with. So definitely time for some self-reflection with this one. Now, if you have your Chiron in Pisces, this is a little bit more of a tricky water sign to have Chiron in. You may have some issues with your creativity, some kind of a wound about not being able to express yourself, your creativity, your spirituality. You could have even had someone in your family in prison, a drug addict, someone very absent, just not around, maybe parents that were just not there. You could have been an orphan or without a father, or something that has to do with your spirituality, and maybe finding, a realization that you believed something and then found out some more information, and now you're changing your beliefs. You had to let go of the old. There was a blurred line with something and it really just hurt you. You couldn't figure out exactly, maybe you don't even remember the incident that happened to you or something like that. If you could have been maybe drugged and some type of abuse happened to you. You could have had just no recollection of the incident, but it's definitely in the subconscious somewhere, in a dream state. If you can do some maybe like past life regression or dream therapy, those are some good ways to kind of uncover that, get to the wound, try to deal with it the best that we can here as humans, through psychological counseling, through things like astrology, and letting go. I think with all the water signs, a really big piece of it is just learning to go with the flow, and keep ourselves, of course, nice and safe, but realize what the issue was, what the wound is, what we're afraid of in ourselves, and that deep hurt that we hold within ourselves, and then flip the coin and say, okay, well, there's a bright side to this. I can maybe learn from this, teach other people, help other people with the same wound, right? So that is your Chiron through Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. If you would like to book a reading with me, see the link below, and I look forward to seeing you guys later. Bye.